Hi, welcome. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to kick off this Tuesday with a Teacup Tuesday. And if it goes over well, then why can't we keep repeating it? I brought together some great stuff. I've got my charms over here, I've got my teacup cards, and I brought in some malachite for healing and protection. I chose two cards from the deck for August for happiness. And I thought we could all use a little bit of that right now. And I did pick some herbs. I took a good selection here of my star aniseed, which is perfect for manifesting our desires, and it smells heavenly. And I also brought in some blue vervain, which is for peace, blessings, and opening the channels so we get those really good readings and we understand the cards and what they're saying. And then I brought in a little bit of mugwort, again for peace, blessings, and opening the channels so that we can communicate and find that information that's going to help us the most at this time. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more into the candle here of the star aniseed. And all around here, I'm going to put some mugwort and then some vervain. And just see if we can't get the energy really moving, because this is going to be a collective reading. So we're going to push that off to the side there and hope that the energy still permeates. Oh, the star aniseed is fantastic. So this is Teacup Tuesday, and it's a request from a dear friend. So I've got my cards here. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do the layout. But we are in August now. We've stepped into that, almost fall. And I'm trying to find ways to put a smile on all of our faces, bring some happiness to our relationships, whatever it is that we're working through. Now, one card has popped out instantly, and it's upside down. But we're going to try to work through all things and make the energy and the reading spectacular for all of us. So maybe we'll just take a section here and we'll just lay the cards down. And if you know my teacup readings, I don't like to turn the cards too much. I just like to let them speak. So let's see what we've got here. And as I say, charms at the end would be fabulous. So everybody put their energies together. This is for August, and there's still a few more Tuesdays left in August. So let's see if we can join each other back here again each Tuesday for some special advice. All right, so right at the heart of the spread, we've got a dagger, and it's upside down. Now the dagger says, look, I've got spices under my fingernails. Ah, you must forgive me. Sorry. Now, fear, worries, and tense situations. But you know what? It's upside down. And swords are generally communication. So if there was fear and worries and a tense situation for us, it talks about, with the sword this way, finding clarity, working through that confusion, picking up this dagger, and speaking our mind and opening the conversations, because there's clouds here all around there. But this sword is piercing through it, and this person has a real grip on the handle. So you know what? We're facing our fears, we're casting off the worries, and we're not allowing a tense situation to hamper us. And this, I guess, would be the week ahead. Although it's August, as I say, we're going to check back in often. But right now, I'd like everyone to put their energy into facing their fears, putting worry aside, and finding clarity. In amongst these clouds, we can do it. All right, over here, Oh, there are the clouds again. Look at this as just temporary. So we've got a whole week ahead of us to release this, to find the bright spot in it if we can, and move those clouds away. And then vine. Seek out information that will help you. Well, it goes along well with the sword there. And if we're seeking out clarity, is it talking to other people? When I think of the vine, I think of that connection, the grapevine. So really listen up this week to what's being said around you. Listen to your thoughts. And if you're getting muddled and, allowing thoughts to bring that heaviness, then clear it. See who you can talk to that's also uplifting. And as I say, the grapevine to me is that little bit of gossip that goes on, but in a good way. You're going to hear some things that are going to allow you to see problems as temporary and make steps forward. The bat. Now, the bat is talking to hear, and it's that spidey sense, it's that radar that it has. And it says, take care, enemies are working against you. Well, to know that that might be the situation, we can bring our crystals in, we can bring our herbs in, we can bring people to surround us that can help us through the situation. So do think of the bat, letting us know that there might be some situations, but we can handle it. All right? And tent, moving this way into the future. It's a temporary situation. When you've got a tent, there's a little bit of shelter there from the elements. And when you step into that tent, you feel, even though it's maybe superficial, it's just a tent. I mean, if there was a bear to come along, oh my. But it's a temporary situation, and we have to do something more positive than just sort of, I guess the word coming to mind is candy coat. We can only candy coat something so much. And then we really have to go past that outer layer and get to what is the situation that's bringing some confusion. Why do we have to be on alert like the bat? So it's a temporary situation and a little bit of protection, and we can all use that. So dig into your crystals, dig into your herbs, light that candle, and try to make the week ahead the best that you can possibly do in the situation. When I think of this card, happiness, and I look at it, there is that burst, that golden sun, and all these birds. There are messages to be had, and we just have to listen. But while we're listening, we can bring, as I say, the crystals in, the herbs in, surround ourselves by the people that can help us the most, and be direct with our words and move ourselves forward. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's our first Teacup Tuesday. Who knows where it'll go? And I thank my friend Marilyn for suggesting this. And let's see where it leads. Blessings, everyone.